The Office, a television show that has gotten a lot of good ratings and that a lot of people like to watch. But what most people don't know is that The Office is actually a really bad show. There are so many mistakes and screw-ups in the show that I am honestly surprised that it took 9 whole years for people to finally kick the show off of TV. But what makes the show so bad? Well, today I am here to tell you. So without further ado, I present to you the 7 biggest reasons that The Office is actually a really bad show. Mistake number 1, bad/unprofessional acting. Now, in researching this video, I probably watched at least 11 episodes of The Office, and I noticed one thing in every episode. The characters keep looking right at the camera. That's like rule number 1 in TV, is that you don't look at the camera. I should know, I went to film school, but they just keep doing it. That is so sad. Mistake number 2, lazy character names. I did some digging in the show's credits and I noticed something very disappointing. There are a bunch of characters on the show that have the same names as their actors in real life. Phyllis is Phyllis, Oscar is Oscar, and Creed is just Creed. I mean, come on, how lazy is that? There are like literally hundreds and hundreds of names you could have chosen, but instead you give up so easy and just use the actors' names? This is a prime example of very weak writing. Mistake number 3, screwing up the characters. This one is just sad. I noticed when I was watching the show that there were a couple of times where the director couldn't even get the actors to play the character that they were supposed to. One time they screwed up and had John Krasinski play Dwight. Another time they messed up 3 times in one episode and had Ron Wilson play 3 different characters in one episode until they finally fixed it. Then, this one other time they messed up so bad that they got an Asian guy to play Jim and he isn't even on the show. Seriously, you guys, get it together. Mistake number 4, no laugh track. I watched 10 whole episodes of the show without even knowing it was supposed to be a comedy, and the only reason I ever learned it was a comedy was because I accidentally saw it listed on Netflix under the comedy section. How could this have been fixed? It's so obvious. You need to have a laugh track on the show or people aren't going to know it's a comedy. How am I supposed to know when to laugh if other people aren't getting the ball rolling for me? This is a classic example of a mistaken identity in television writing. Mistake number 5, starting the show at wrong/bad times. Okay, this one really bothered me. So I started watching the show and a few minutes go by and I start getting the plot down, then all of a sudden out of nowhere the intro starts? What? The intro goes at the beginning. That's why they call it the intro. What the heck am I supposed to do if it comes after the show is already going? Am I supposed to just forget what I saw and start fresh? This is some freshman film student bullcrap, and I condemn NBC for this kind of BS. Mistake number 6, ugly/lame baby. Okay, so I'm watching the show and Pam gets pregnant and stuff and she's got a baby, right? But the baby that they use for the show has got to be easily the top of the nation's top 10 list for list of the ugliest babies ever. This baby looks so dumb that I was instantly pulled out of the immersion of the show, and I could only think about how dumb this baby looked. Why couldn't they use an actual good-looking baby like this one, or even this one? This is day 1 stuff, you guys. Get it right. Mistake number 7, crew members wrecking the shot. This one broke my heart, and it was so avoidable. I was watching the show, and all of a sudden, the flippin' sound guy walks right into the shot, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, well, that's pretty sloppy. He should get out of the shot. But then they just left him on screen looking like a total dope for like 3 episodes. Like, gosh, Mr. Director, call cut maybe? You ever been on a film set before or a television set? Seriously. This is about the time that I finally threw my hands up and just gave up on The Office. The show is so bad, and I don't get why people say it is so good. If you are a fan of The Office, I ask that you please take another look at the show with a more critical eye and actually use your brain for once. And if you go watch it through again and don't see these stupid mistakes still, then you can just go to hell.